How is everyone doing today on this rainy Sunday morning in Chennai? It feels like a beautiful cleanse right in the middle of this co-creation that we have been building up for the past 3 days. We're reaching towards a powerful crescendo tomorrow. So thank you all for being here in heart, in spirit, with all your smiling faces on a Sunday morning. This is not usual to do on a Sunday morning, right? So your support we're very grateful for it. This morning we have a very powerful conversation for you. We have two gentlemen who've been working tirelessly in the space of uplifting women, creating safe spaces for women and children for over a decade. We need, first and foremost, we definitely need to clone them. We need more people, more men like that. So please join me in welcoming Mr. V.S. Sridhar onto the stage, who is the founder and managing trustee of PENN, Protection and Empowerment of Naree Trust. Please also join me in welcoming Mr. P. Unnikrishnan. Welcoming you, sir. He's the advisory board member of PENN, and he's also a national award-winning singer. So if we are so lucky, we will also witness that. Welcoming you, sir. Please take a seat. Welcoming.
Namaskaram to all of you. Thanks, Beena, for giving us this opportunity. I think this is an excellent, compatible platform for us because the PENN Trust, PENN actually means the expansion is Protection and Empowerment of Naree. And that's what the short acronym was PENN, because that is a very, very powerful word. And so the theme of her work is the embracing femininity is embracing humanity. I think there's nothing which will capture the essence of femininity more than that. And we being in the space of, on the women and child safety, we felt this is the right opportunity for us to talk to certain important people on this front, and that's why we are here. And okay, so the uniqueness of PENN is that probably the only NGO in the country which has been started by men for women. So all of us, of course, we have in the advisory board, which is a guiding light for us, like in which Unni is part of it. We have women also, but primarily the task is actually initiated by men because we feel we are part of the society, and where we are, when we talk about gender equality, it is not that one has to protect the other, but we are equally responsible for the other, and that is how we start off. We'll just take a few minutes to share a small video about what we are doing because that will encapsulate whatever we have done over the many years.
That stare at the bus stop that doesn't break. The joke in the office that's not really funny. The auto ride where silence feels safer than speaking up. These moments may not make headlines, but they all add up. Slowly chipping away at a woman's sense of space, dignity, and self. And the same patterns continue online and escalate to an unprecedented degree in comments, messages, and interactions that are far from harmless. We often talk about teaching women self-defense and safety first, but at PENN, we believe that real change happens only when we address it at the root, creating awareness, sensitivity, and empathy among men. Men who share their homes, offices, buses, and public spaces are key to the conversation about women's safety and sense of security in the society. This is the work that PENN, Protection and Empowerment of Naree, a registered NGO based in Chennai, is committed to. Founded in 2019 by socially conscious citizens from diverse backgrounds, our trustees include corporate leader V.S. Sridhar, advocate Swanalata Mahesh, and ex-Air Force officer Dr. Krishnan. Our advisory board features distinguished names like Justice Prabhat Sridhar, former DGP Janki, Sabita IAS, consultant Dr. Venkatraman, singer Beena Unnikrishnan, actor director Revati, healthcare leader Dr. Kamala Silvaraj, and cricket star Ashwin Ravichandran. Together, we are committed to protecting and empowering women of India. PENN works to create safer, more inclusive spaces for women through awareness, education, and systemic change. PEN stands out for its proactive root cause approach, addressing issues through a multi-layered, multi-sectoral focus. In this endeavor, PEN benefits from a team of highly qualified, socially committed trainers who drive meaningful impact. While POSH training is legally mandated, many organizations either overlook it or treat it as a checkbox. PEN is changing that by launching meaningful, ongoing sensitization programs across sectors. PEN's campaign, Manathil Urdi Vennu, Strengthening the Mind, is a bold initiative aimed at youth from deprived and underprivileged backgrounds. By focusing on education as a pathway to change, the program seeks to cultivate responsible citizenship among adolescents. Through a carefully designed set of topics, PEN addresses real, everyday challenges with empathy and practicality, guiding young people toward healthier mindsets and constructive choices. The program covers mental resilience to counter suicidal tendencies, strategies to overcome exam-related stress, and essential lessons in cyber safety. It also tackles critical issues such as the prevention of child sex abuse, child marriage, and addiction, while promoting gender equality through behavioral and attitudinal changes in men toward women. Together, these components create a comprehensive framework that empowers youth to build safer, more inclusive communities. Whether it's male bus drivers who transport female employees daily or students at an art school, many have never received formal training on gender sensitivity or respectful conduct. PEN's POSH training camps represent a crucial first step toward ensuring women's safety at the most basic level. These sessions aren't merely about rules or punishment. They were about listening and understanding, learning what it means to truly share space. Because empowerment isn't just about protecting women, it's about transforming systems so that security is a given, not a privilege. We've seen how one conversation can ripple into real change. And we're not alone. Public figures, artists, and leaders have already lent their voices to this movement to say, it's time. Time to listen. Time to act. Time to invest in a culture of respect. Because real men don't hurt women. PEN recently launched a year-long important campaign called the Circle of Trust. We request you to share messages on your social media handles encouraging men to wear the PEN purple badge as a visible symbol to show they stand against hurting women. We also urge men to tie the purple band around the wrists of women to show they are part of the Circle of Trust, a symbol of safety and support. You can get the badge and the purple band from the PEN website. And most importantly, help us recognize those making a real difference by nominating them as a PEN Purple Champion. We encourage you to nominate inspiring everyday individuals who are making a real difference. Those who stand for women's rights, promote respect, and foster a safer environment for all. Fill out the details on nominate.pen.org.in. Together, let's inspire respect, trust, and positive change. Join us in making a difference today.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's so wonderful to be here today, and it is a perfect, I think it's a perfect confluence of the philosophies of what Mrs. Beena is doing and what PEN is doing. So today, both of us have come together for this beautiful morning, and truly amazing paintings that we saw today. Really enjoyed the travel, the journey through the paintings. It's so beautiful. And thank you for having me here. Thanks to Sridhar. He told me yesterday, so fortunately I'm able to be here today. So when we actually speak about empowering women, we are not merely talking about improving we're not merely talking about improving the lives of half of the world's population. We're talking about creating a stronger, fairer, and a more progressive humanity as a whole. So PENN is doing something which is not easy, it's very difficult and long term in this aspect. But most of the time, we think that something's difficult and we just, oh, it's so difficult, we can't do it, and we just let go. But PENN, the team, the workforce, has taken this difficulty as a challenge. When we take what is difficult as a challenge and move forward, then it becomes a possibility. The challenge is that this involves change in conditioning, because over the years, it is a certain principles, certain practices have evolved over years and even centuries. So from time immemorial, women have been the backbone of families, communities and societies. They nurture, educate and inspire future generations. Yet for centuries their voices have been silenced, their opportunities restricted and their potential overlooked. They've been abused for no reason. This whole exercise of PENN seeks to correct this whole imbalance. Culture shift is difficult but possible. PENN is making it possible. It is gradual, it's slow, but it will definitely happen. And it is happening. The PENN team, in fact, has taken it as a challenge, and its core agenda is to bring this behavioral change, the behavioral shift against women. So there's a very popular idiom that says your character starts at home, suggesting that a person's fundamental traits, values and behavior are first learned and shaped within their family and the home environment. It emphasizes the home as a primary school for developing character, with parents serving as the first teachers who model positive behavior, instill morals and build children's understanding of right and wrong. So it is important to sensitize parents who are the role models for the children to demonstrate equal treatment of both boys and girls. So PENN is trying to, in simple ways, equality at home to be taught and demonstrated at home, rotational split of course to avoid stereotyping. Example, there's always a feeling that women have to do all the jobs at home, and they're always that's a social stigma which is always attached, and that has to change, that everybody has to help at home. So these are small things that can make a lot of difference. The awareness, to create the awareness, and the very important point is desisting from violence of any form, verbal, physical, emotional, mental, by male to female and vice versa, especially in the presence of children. That is very, very important. So the role of the housewife is being highlighted on par with the earning male member. That will definitely influence positive image of women and prevent inferiority complex. So every step taken to empower women multiplies into benefits for society. So higher literacy rates, healthier families. So that's family bonding, that's most important. What is there when there is no family harmony? So healthier families, reduced poverty and stronger economies. So, so empowerment is not just about opportunity. It is also about dignity, safety, and freedom of choice. So, to empower women is to acknowledge their rightful place as equals in shaping the destiny of humanity. It is about building a world where every girl can dream without fear, and every woman can achieve without barriers. So, in a sense, empowering women is not charity. Empowering women is not charity, but it is justice. It is not an option, it is a necessity. And when humanity ensures that women stand tall, humanity itself stands taller. So, PENN aims at making this world a better, safer, and more beautiful place to live in. Thank you.
I think very well, it actually made quite powerful statements on this regard. And it's been so nice that Uni has been, well, I know him for many years as on a friendly basis, but right from the beginning when PENN started, he has always been kind of a backbone for any kind of support, any point of the time for it across. Thank you so much, Uni. And actually, when he spoke about the parents, that's an important part that we try to talk to, because the children see at home how they have to be in future. So a good parent is one where there is a boy and the girl are treated well. And actually, I see extremely happening that at his home, and we travel to his place, and I know all of you know his daughter. She is also an award-winning singer. She's carrying it in the legacy as well. So it's very much followed at his home, and that's what we are also trying to drive. That there should gender equality kind of thing. Respect for women starts at home. Empowering the women starts at home. Okay. So and towards, as I said, our primary focus is, in one word, if I were to say, during our launch, when we launched in 2020, Revati had mentioned that Sridhar, after 100 years, there should be no need for an NGO like you. That all women feel safer. So there should be no need for an NGO to look at women's safety. So when we try and do it at a root cause, and we see behavioral change is required, and that's where we say we need to talk to the men, etc. So you would have seen on the video there are some campaigns which we started last year on doing such sensitization, which is towards men. There is a short interview of about 5-7 minutes between Revati and Unni, which was aired on the NDTV last year. November 25th is an international day for elimination of violence against women. So on that day, NDTV had an interview with Revati and Unni, because we spoke about the pledge to be taken by men of desisting from any kind of violence. Violence is just not physical. Violence is verbal, emotional, mental, various forms. Even staring is harassment. Staring is itself is also a abuse. So, so on that, there's a short video which we'll just play, so that because some points that he made and what Revati made are also captured here. Because our primary focus is to bring up. There is no point in telling a woman that be safe. Actually, it needs to be spoken to the other gender that it's our responsibility to take care of it. And this is, as what he was mentioning, this is not a favor of what a male is doing to a female. It is more a responsibility. And towards that is what actually we are doing. We are doing a campaign called Circle of Trust. You would have seen a short brief about it. Circle of Trust is basically, all of us know Raksha Bandhan. Am I right? We all know Raksha Bandhan. So what happens in Raksha Bandhan is the Rocky is tied to the brother. That Circle of Trust is actually a reverse Raksha Bandhan, where we are saying that the boys or the male should actually do we are not saying physically a Raksha Bandhan, but it is more to say that they take a pledge, they take about the responsibility, and as a result, which is what we are trying to drive, that they become the point of contact for whenever a woman is in distress. We are not talking about the immediate family, not a sister, wife, Of course, that becomes a part of immediate responsibility, but beyond that is at an overall level that they are the SOS brigade, so to say, where if there's anyone in their community, they become there is a problem of sexual harassment, there's an abuse, etc. These people can be depended upon to do. So that is the kind of behavior that we are trying to inculcate, and the circle of trust we started in this year on the Women's Day, because generally when we felt that on the Women's Day, you would see a lot of advertisements, a lot of events showcasing the respect for women, but from the 9th of March onwards, it goes to the normal. So we said we have to do a sustained campaign for inculcating the behavior of respect for women through the year, and that's the reason why we are doing this women's campaign as a Women's Year campaign from March 8, 2025 to March 8, 2026, where we are requesting women to nominate men they feel of having shown instances of protecting women, safeguarding women. It is not safeguarding doesn't mean fighting and protecting. Safeguarding means even the respect at home. Okay, respect when you treat in the workplace, respect when you travel in the bus. Actually, when we recently did a campaign with the bus drivers, car drivers, because that's a vulnerable place when women travel alone, possibility of something happening could be there. So we spoke to them, we started sensitizing them that these are the psychological trauma that happens whenever you do something wrong, and also telling them the legal punishments, which is under the POSH, Prevention of Sexual Harassment at Workplace Act. So we are doing this campaign, and through this forum also we request, these are all in our websites, PENN's website. You can go through, you can start nominating people. There are bands which we ask the men to wear, the purple band, the men to wear. So that is a campaign which we are trying to run. So whenever you get time, please go through those sites to see what is the kind of work that we are doing on this campaign, because the first of such campaign in the country where any organization is talking to men about women safety. And,
Greetings from PENN, to creating a safer, more inclusive environment for everyone. Your voice can inspire millions to promote respect and safety for women across the country. To support the campaign, we require a short recording, either in video or audio format, that our creative team can use to post on social media. We will be happy to share the talking points for this with you. Together, let's inspire respect, trust, and positive change.
There's a short video by one of our advisory board members, Dr. Jangid, IPS, ex-DGP of Tamil Nadu. So this is the campaign which we are currently running. This is one of such, like last year when we did the Real Men Don't Hurt Women campaign in November 25, the International Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women. This is the current campaign that we are trying to do. We'll keep on doing something or the other to ensure that our message goes to the audience, which takes care that women are feel protected more from the point of view of change in men. And towards this, you would have seen that Manadil Urdu Vendum campaign that we are running in the schools. We are doing it in typically the corporation schools and underprivileged schools, where we are talking to the children, students from 8th to 12th, on behavioral changes of respecting women, so that it starts at a very, very early age. You want to say something? So thank you so much for the attention. Thank you so much for the time that has been given to us. And in all of us, in some form or the other, can support PENN, because that is a movement for the PENN by men. So please support to the best extent possible. And what we are asking is on the support, not on the monetary front. It's more to do with the way how you can start recommending of our work and trying to see how you can participate in our campaigns. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sridhar. Thank you, Mr. Unnikrishnan. Your work is, it's urgent and it's necessary. It's definitely not a luxury. This is the moment where we all need to take this pledge, and we need to educate our men, we need to educate our male companions, our male friends. We need to do that. If we expect safe spaces so that we can thrive and we can create more creative enterprises like Beena has created, it's our responsibility as women to urge the men that surround us to support us. Because like you said, it is in divine responsibility that we share this beautiful planet together, and this needs to happen 10 years ago, 100 years ago. So we are not waiting anymore. It needs to happen now. So let's all take this pledge together. Let's log into their website, now, today, and send this share it to at least 5 other men, women, whoever, and let's spread the word. And Mr. Sridhar, I request you to please spread your wings to the north, because I think the northern, I'm from Delhi, and the northern part of our country needs it. I know it needs it. So please find a home in Delhi as well. I'll be happy to be an ambassador for you there also. And let's take the word to the PM. Why not? Let's do this.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, one point which I must say, sorry for butting in between, is that whenever an incident happens, which is in the news, all of us raise in revolt. We write posts in Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, sharing our comment, feeling bad कि encounter कर दो उसको, or you kill these people, or something like that. But the fact is that for every one instance which happened, which is coming in the media, there are 100 more instances happening actually, which is not reported. Okay, and that is why actually we started this because of that only. That whenever an incident happens, people raise. Then after that they forget because they get into their mundane other things. But this is something which has to be addressed at root cause, and that's what we started. So, request is only that whatever in whichever form that you can do, let's not do only thing whenever there's a gory incident happening which is coming in the press. But there are a lot more which are to be done, which are not a lot of things which are not reported. There are a lot of good things also happening. There are a lot of men who are also trying to protect the women, but we do not know. But the idea is to take care that such incidents do not happen. And like what she says, hopefully by God's grace and by the Yoginis' grace, because we are in this place, so we should be able to spread wings. So hopefully we should be able to do. We trying right now doing it in Tamil Nadu, but of course we will keep expanding as and when as required, and as we get more wind to support us going in the thing. Thank you so much.
More power to you.
Yeah,
More power to you. Thank you. Thank you for the work you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.